Welcome to episode 2 of Comic Talk, and today we're going to be talking about Blood and Water, a DC Vertigo title written by Jude Wake with art by Tom Cocker and covers by Brian Boland. Our main character is Adam Heller, who at one point in his life had everything going for him. His girlfriend was a state runner for his school's track team. Due to his mother's use of injected drugs, he contracted hepatitis B through birth, which was mild and something he can live with problem-free, until he ate some Indian takeout, giving him some food poisoning, which led to him having hepatitis A. Now after this, he is only given a few months to live. His friend Josh and Nicole reveal to him that they are in fact vampires, and they want to save their best friend's life by turning him. Complaint is the short length, with it only being 5 issues, but honestly I'm pretty good at what I got. This was honestly a very amazing story. The artwork was very awesome. One of the things I liked is just how the vampires worked inside the universe, or inside the world of Blood and Water. Now they have abilities such as clear sight, warns them of danger. They also have something called musk, pretty much their pheromones that they can emit, and they can do this in 2 ways: to seduce humans or to kind of like back them off of them, which I thought was very interesting to see. Also too, the whole backstory, really, well, not backstory, but just how the vampires work. So first things first, they don't drink human blood, they drink animal blood. Now the way they go about getting animal blood is from butcher shops, things like that. They also do have suppliers who have been doing this for a while, but pretty much if they do get it at like a butcher shop or things like that, people don't really ask questions just because of the amount of money that they give them for the animal blood. Now the character Nicole, she sits at the seat of directors for a huge international conglomerate of companies, so pretty much she has a lot of money to burn. Now another thing too with the character of Adam is that he is of a ancient blood tribe. That's literally their name, the tribe. And so these vampires are pretty much the vampires that went around hunting humans, drinking their blood, which leads to vampires becoming unhinged and psychotic. And Josh points this out to being why most of the myth about vampires are the ones that are pretty much crazed lunatics. Now what happened further down the line with the tribe is that they are able to have kids, and later on these kids ended up killing each other and hunting each other, with some of them going into hibernation. Now Adam is a distant relative or a descendant of this. He has that blood within him. So when he is pretty much turned into a vampire, this awakens up one of his distant ancestors that pretty much have been in hibernation. Now also too, there is like this vampire royal guard, and one of the characters who used to be a part of that is Malcolm. Now Malcolm, he's like this big hulking brute, and we find out that Adam is a part of the tribe is because one, Adam and Nicole are at the funeral of Josh. Now Josh is killed later on throughout the series, and his body is mangled. Now we find out that vampires can actually come back from this, but they aren't pretty much the same. They're a shell of what they once were. And so Josh tells Adam that, hey, don't let me come back, kill me. So at his funeral, we have a lot of different vampires from all over the world, including Malcolm, who all come to show their respects. Now, Malcolm tells Nicole that he has, the guard out. They're going to look for whoever did this and things like that. She asks, well, how come you can't go? He says he's not a part of it anymore, so he can't be the one to go out and hunt. Now Josh gets a little upset, puts his hands on him, Malcolm punches him, but then Adam hits him back and sends him flying through the trees. Now when this happens, everybody just looks around and is confused, because at this point, Adam is a newborn vampire. He shouldn't be that strong. And that's when we get revealed that he has the blood of that ancient vampire tribe. And this causes all the vampires to kind of run away. Nicole kind of wants to do the same thing with him. Deep down she doesn't. She just kind of waits for Adam to be like, no, I'm not going to run either. So then after this, they pretty much hunt down the members of this ancient vampire tribe. They get into a fight, an altercation with them. Malcolm actually comes to help them, holding one back so Nicole can kill one, while Adam kills the last one. And at the end of the book, Nicole kind of gives this nod of, hey, who knows, I might come back, and we might have a kid. And the book actually just ends there. Now the relationships between our 3 main characters is one of my favorite relationships that I've actually read. The reason being is because, Josh and Nicole really take Adam underneath their wing and introduce him to his new life at this point. He's an immortal vampire now. They buy him clothes, they take him out to the nightlife. They pretty much show him like, hey, this is kind of what we do and things of that nature. They break it down to him. They tell him like, hey, you know, we don't kill humans. That's like one of I think my favorite things. And I always like when writers try to do something different with vampires, trying to make them different than, oh yeah, we have to feed on human blood. They don't have to feed on human blood. Like I said, like animal blood is something that they're perfectly fine with. It pretty much keeps them on a level of sanity because again, human blood is what turns vampires into like, the beast of like our fiction, right? How we view vampires, that pretty much what turns them into that is by drinking human blood. And also too with the character of Adam and how he tells Nicole like, look, after Josh's death, he tells him like, look, I'm not the friend you guys should take pity on because he lied to the audience by saying that he got this not only to the audience but to his friends. He lied about how he got hepatitis A. He didn't get it from Indian takeout. He didn't get it from chicken masala. He got it because he was also a drug user himself. And of course, with him using dirty needles for his smack, that is what led to him contracting hepatitis A and pretty much killing him. Wrap it all up. Blood and Water was a fantastic read. I suggest any of you to go out and read this if you're interested in vampires or if you're just like interested in like the old school DC Vertigo stuff from like the 90s like I am. Even after reading this, I might actually have to do some more Vertigo stories on the channel because honestly, I feel like these are some of like the best stories that have honestly ever come out really in the last couple of years. But anyway, that's going to do it for me and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.